You're doing 200 miles per hour. Your neck is screaming under 5 Gs of pressure, and 1 millimeter of steering input is the difference between a podium and a 200 mile per hour fireball. But you didn't start here. This is your life at every rank of a Formula One driver. Rank 1. The karting prodigy. You're 8 years old. While your friends are playing video games, you're hitting apexes in a 100 cubic centimeter go-kart. Your office is a plastic seat 2 inches off the ground. This isn't a hobby, it's a financial black hole. Your parents are selling the family SUV just to afford a fresh set of tires and travel to the next regional championship. You aren't racing for trophies, you're racing for eyes. You need a scout from a junior academy, like Red Bull or Mercedes, to notice you. If they don't, your career ends before you even get a driver's license. Rank 2. The Junior Formula Grind, F4 and F3. You've made it to the road to F1. You're 16, driving cars with actual aerodynamics. The grid is half filled with the sons of billionaires who have their own private engineers. You're the talent hire. You have to be twice as fast on half the budget. Every weekend is a survival horror game. One crash costs $50,000, money you don't have. You learn to drive on the absolute limit of the grip because safe doesn't get you promoted. You start seeing your peers drop out, their dreams crushed by the sheer cost of entry. Rank 3, the Formula 2 waiting room. You're one step away. F2 cars are monsters, 800 horsepower and no power steering. This is the waiting room. There are only 20 seats in F1, and none of them are empty. You're not just racing the people on the track, you're racing the clock. You win the feature race in Monaco. The world is watching. Suddenly, an F1 team principal invites you into their motorhome for a chat. Your heart is beating faster than the engine. This is the moment your life changes. Rank 4, the F1 rookie, the backmarker. You've arrived. You're an F1 driver, but there's a catch. You're driving for a bookmarker team. Your car is a tractor. You're 2 seconds slower than the leaders. Your entire Sunday is spent looking in your mirrors for blue flags, the signal that the fast cars are about to lap you. Your job isn't to win, it's to beat your teammate. If you can out-qualify the guy in the identical car, the big teams will notice. You spend 14 hours a day in the simulator, obsessing over tenth of a second gains. Rank 5, the midfield warrior. You've been traded up. You're in the best of the rest. You're fighting for 6th place, but it feels like a world championship. This is where the real racing happens. You're a master of tire management and DRS trains. It's a chaotic race in Brazil. The leaders crash out. You're in P3. You hold off a 7-time world champion for 10 laps. You cross the line. Your first podium. The champagne tastes like every sacrifice your parents ever made. Rank 6, the title contender, God tier. You're at a top 3 team. You don't just show up to race, you show up to dominate. Your life is no longer your own. You're a global brand. Every word you say is analyzed by the media. The pressure is suffocating. You're in a season-long war with your rival. It comes down to the final lap of the final race. The lights go out. 50 laps of pure adrenaline. You take the checkered flag. You're the world champion. You've reached the max rank of human reflexes. You have the trophy, the fame, and the $40 million salary. But as you sit in the silence of the empty track, you realize something. You spent 20 years trying to get to the finish line, only to realize the ranks were never about the destination. They were about the kid in the dusty go-kart who refused to lift off the throttle. You're at the top of the world. But for how long? Because right now, there's another 8-year-old hitting an apex, and he's coming for your seat.